How to make your first million, even if you're broke, late, or lost. The truth no one tells you. What if I told you that you don't need rich parents, a perfect plan, or a single ounce of luck to make your first million? That it's not too late even if you're 40, not impossible even if you're flat broke, and not over even if you feel completely lost. Jalen, coding at 5 a.m., selling his app, his bank account showing 1.3 M. This is the story they don't show you. And if you watch until the end, it might just become your story too. How to make your first million, the real way, the story and journey of Jalen Rivers. Jalen Rivers was 32, broke, divorced, and sleeping on his friend's couch. At one point, he'd been full of dreams, launch an app, travel the world, build a brand, but life had chewed him up and spat him out. Everywhere he looked, people were doing better, younger. TikTok stars barely out of high school were buying Lambos. His college friends were climbing corporate ladders or minting crypto gains. Jalen, meanwhile, couldn't even get approved for a $1,000 credit card. One night, frustrated and stuck in a loop of YouTube motivation videos, he paused on a clip of Elon Musk saying, "If something is important enough, even if the odds are against you, you should still do it." Something clicked. Jalen stopped thinking in terms of millions. He started thinking in terms of moves. Move 1. He Googled skills that pay. Coding came up. He enrolled in a free online boot camp. Move 2. He got up at 5 a.m. every day to practice. Not because he wanted to, but because discipline was now his only currency. Move 3. He built a simple web app to help freelancers track payments. Posted it on Reddit. It exploded. 6 months later, that side project had 5,000 users. A year later, he sold the app for $250,000. By year 3, he'd launched his own software company. His net worth crossed 1.3 million. Jalen wasn't the smartest, the youngest, or the most connected, but he kept showing up when others quit. That was his edge. It's not too late, you're not too broke, and you're definitely not too lost. Good evening, dreamers, fighters, and future millionaires. Let me say something loud and clear. You don't need a perfect resume, a rich uncle, or a brilliant plan to make your first million. What you need is something far rarer. Relentless belief in yourself. Even when no one else claps. The guts to take the first step, even if you're broke, behind, or afraid. I know what you're thinking. Isn't it too late for me? Let me be real. Late is a lie. The graveyard is full of people who waited for the right time. The winners start before they're ready. You think you're broke? So were Oprah, Jay-Z, and Musk at one point. You think you're lost? Good. Lost means you're not trapped in someone else's map. Now you can build your own. Here's the play. 1. Pick a skill that solves real problems. Master it like your life depends on it. 2. Show up daily even when motivation is gone, especially when it's gone. 3. Put your work out there messy, imperfect, raw, but real. 4. Repeat. Improve. Scale. Will it be easy? Hell no. But here's the secret. Every millionaire you admire once stood exactly where you are, unsure, unnoticed, and underestimated. What separated them? They refused to let their current situation define their future destination. You're not broke, you're resourceful. You're not late, you're right on time. You're not lost, you're on your way. Now go make your million. The moral of the story. The path to your first million isn't paved with luck. It's built on intentional moves made daily. Every excuse you've believed is just fear wearing a mask. And every delay you've faced was preparing you. You are not behind. You are right on time. The only question is, what are you going to do about it? If this video lit a fire in you, good. That fire, that's your shot. Take it. You don't need $1 million to believe in yourself. You need belief to make your first million. Subscribe if you're ready to bet on yourself. Drop a comment. I'm next. Watch next. From zero to CEO, how ordinary people build extraordinary wealth. This isn't the end of the video. It's the beginning of your new story. So don't stop now. Hit play on the next one, and let's build your legacy.